Namaste Javians, myself Javian Dr. Barkha Khurana. Today we'll be discussing about homeostasis, which is the regulation of all the body vitals like temperature, etc. This part is important for DPT second semester. So let's start with the topic. See, the body cells can work better at their best if there is maintenance of temperature, water levels, and glucose concentration. So maintenance of all of a constant environment is termed as homeostasis. All the mammals maintain a constant body temperature. The normal temperature of human body is 37 degrees Celsius. If the body is in a hot environment, the body temperature will be 37 degrees Celsius. And if it is cold environment, then also the temperature will be 37 degrees Celsius. There are various mechanisms which help in cooling down the body, like sweating. When the body is hot, the sweat glands are stimulated to release sweat, and this liquid sweat turns into gas and evaporates. It gets the heat from the skin, and as the skin loses heat, it cools down. Then next is to cool down the body is vasodilation. Where the blood carries most of the heat energy around the body, there are capillaries under the skin that are filled with blood if it gets too hot. Then there are mechanisms to keep the body warm. First is your vasoconstriction, which is the opposite of vasodilation. The capillaries present under the skin get constricted, and this takes the blood away from the surface of the skin, so less heat can be lost. Then is piloerection. When the hair on the skin stand up, we can call it at goosebumps or chicken skin. The hair trap a layer of air next to the skin, which is then warmed by the body heat. The air becomes an insulating layer over here. Next is how the glucose levels are controlled. Our body needs an exact level or amount of glucose in the blood, and excess glucose is turned into glycogen in the liver. This is regulated by two chemicals or the hormones, insulin and glucagon. If there is too much of glucose in the blood, the insulin converts some of it to the glycogen. If there is not enough glucose in the blood, then glucagon converts some glycogen into glucose. When people are not able to produce enough insulin, the glucose levels in the blood cannot be reduced, and this condition is known as diabetes. Sometimes people need to inject insulin into their blood, and they need to be careful about their diet also. Now, how to control the water levels? The control of water levels is carried by kidneys, and it is closely linked to the excretion of urea. This urea is a waste product that is made when the liver breaks down proteins. Urea contains nitrogen as the element. The function of kidneys is that it cleans the blood of waste products and controls how much water is kept in the body. This is done by filtration. Which how reabsorbing of water is done. If we drink too little water and the amount of water is little in our blood, we will produce concentrated urine that will be dark yellow in color. And if we have too much water in our blood, it will be diluted, and the urine will be light yellow in color. So everything that is left in the kidney tubule is a waste, like excess of water and all the urea. So this is how the homeostasis is maintained. This is all in this topic. If you have any doubts, just comment in the inbox. This is all for the session. And this session is powered by Digital 2.0, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women University. Thank you.